previously.
That was pretty convincing.
Just acting?
Yeah, acting.
I sent her some photos, selfies, as in no... with you and nothing on.
We need to know what's going on.
Ben will tell you if he wants to.
Ben is not a little brother for you to gang up with.
Do you really want me and Jimmy to get underfoot here? You've never been underfoot. You're a godsend.
It was my decision to move the jumping castle, therefore I am directly liable. Toadie is lying in hospital, facing life in a wheelchair, all because of me.
Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
I will never forgive myself, ever.
All right, first things first, are you absolutely certain that Naomi Canning Enterprises is liable for his injury?
I'm certain.
All right, but nobody's made any accusations about any wrongdoing yet? Okay, in that case, say nothing. As far as you're concerned, it was simply a tragic accident, and that's all.
I need to apologise.
Publicly?
Personally, publicly.
No, listen. Hey, an apology is just going to point out your wrongdoing.
I am in the wrong. I'm in the wrong.
Oh, all right, well, if you want to get slapped with the lawsuit, you go right ahead.
It's just every time I think about Toadie stuck in that hospital bed, all because of a stupid jumping castle.
You getting into trouble is not going to help him, and it's certainly not going to help me either. Now, the best thing you can do is just keep quiet and stop worrying, all right? I promise I will not let anything happen to you, okay? Oh, darling. Oh, hey.
It's terrible the way everybody has turned on her, especially after everything she's done. Erinsborough Festival, carols, the relaunch of Lassiter's, and that last one with you and Aaron in that box, that was inspired. That kiss.
Oh, don't start.
I wasn't suggesting anything.
Yes, you were. And one breakup a year is just my limit.
Have you been in touch with Chris lately?
Yeah. Still friends. We spoke recently.
Huh, there you go, you see? You both got through it, and now Chris has found love again. You don't think it's possible at the time, but a little bit of distance makes all the difference.
Chris has found love again. What, you know about this too?
Yeah, he's seen someone.
Oh, we're sorry, love. We thought you knew.
Ever heard of knocking, mate? Yeah, I did, but you're too caught up in your blues fest to notice.
What are you doing here?
I come to check on how Toadie was doing.
According to Grandad, he's stable, but it's too early to see if the paralysis is permanent.
Wow. Poor guy. I didn't know you were a guitar god. How come I've never heard you play?
I sort of just play for myself, man. Grandma's been trying to get me to audition for this inter-school concert. Apparently some girl, Josie Lamb, has gone overseas and there's an open slot.
So when's the audition?
Tonight, I think.
Oh, sounds good. Why don't you go for it?
It's not my sort of thing.
You're right, because you suck.
I'm just not ready to perform in public yet.
Of course you are. Seriously, people would kill to have a tenth of your talent. The least you could do is share it.
Cheers, but, I'm good.
I'm sorry, is this a bad time?
Actually, we're...
I heard about Jared's accident. I just wanted to express my sympathy.
Oh, thank you.
We've been colleagues for a long time.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I'll let him know that you stopped by.
How's he recovering?
Fine. Yeah.
Such a horrible accident, something to do with a jumping castle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's been in all the papers, so...
Yeah, they didn't say who was to blame. Are you considering litigation against anyone, the daycare, the council?
No, we're not focused on that right now.
Oh, well, that's probably for the best. Positive thinking and all that.
Yeah.
Just hard to believe that such a small fall could cause so much damage. Maybe the bullet, wasn't it near his spine?
We don't know.
Imagine that. Living with a ticking time bomb in your back. No idea when it's going to go off. Hey, Must be hard, sweetheart, having Daddy away.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Look, we've got to keep moving. But thank you. I'll tell Jared you came by.
Sure.
When am I going to learn to keep my big mouth shut?
Well, you weren't to know.
Oh, exactly, but you would have thought that Chris would have told Nate first. Although I am surprised how hard Nate took it.
Well, these things take time to heal. Sometimes a long time. If things ever went belly up between you and me, I reckon it'd take me years to get over you.
Don't go overboard. The only way to mend a broken heart is to fall in love all over again. Aaron's single, right?
Don't ask me.
Well, maybe the two of us could set the two of them up.
Trying to wear out the leather, are you?
Nah, Mark will be down any minute. I just want to make sure it's clean for him.
What, so we can go and scuff it up all over again? That is just weird.
Yes, it is weird, but that's just Mark. You know how he likes everything perfect.
Yeah, sure, but it doesn't mean I go around enabling his neurosis.
I guess I'm just sidestepping karma. I've done so much wrong recently, I'm just waiting for it to bite me.
You mean all that D'Amato stuff?
D'Amato, Tyler, all the lies. I don't deserve to have it this good. Hey, perfect timing. I just finished up.
Oh, you didn't have to do that, but thanks, appreciate it.
No problem.
If you ask me, Mark's forgotten about it. He's forgiven you.
I feel like I've gotten away with everything. Just doesn't feel right.
Well, he's not perfect either. Didn't he keep some big investigation from you when you guys dated?
Yeah, but that was in the past. We promised to be honest with each other, which I haven't been.
Look, if you ask me, you're overthinking things. Mark's not hung up on past deeds, so you shouldn't be either.
See ya. Have fun.
That's really clean.
What are you, some sort of freak? Where'd you learn how to play like that?
Mostly in my bedroom, you know, off the internet.
Really?
Yeah, there's not much else to do in the country.
Well, you reckon it could work for me?
Well, you might want to get yourself some time.
Oh, you need to get yourself some time. You need to learn how to play the guitar, huh? Seriously, though, you belong in that concert.
I told you, man.
I know what you told me, but remember what I told you when you first got here? It's all about reinventing yourself. Back in Ballarat, you were the guy who made a dumb mistake with some embarrassing photos. Whereas here, you could be the guitar god.
I don't think so, man.
I'm serious. What do you got to lose?
Okay, come on. Here we go. Let's just put this food. Come on. There we go. All right, let's do... Now. Oh! Thank you.
Oh, she's fast for a jellyfish.
Yeah, I'm glad I ran into you, actually. We had a visit from Tim Collins earlier. Is he still working for Paul?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it was strange. He just started asking all this information about Jared.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was sus. It was like he was trying to fish for information or something, and then he asked us whether we were going to sue.
You know, I wouldn't worry about that. He's probably just ambulance chasing.
Yeah. Yeah, you're such a good girl.
Hey, how is everything? Any news?
We're getting there. But we don't know what the lasting effect of any of the damage is going to be. So, but Amy's decided to stay on, which is really good.
Okay.
I've got to get.
Sure. Yeah, you go.
I'll see you soon.
All right.
So everything went according to plan?
Well, more or less. They're not focused on litigation. Not at the moment, anyway.
All right, and do they suspect that anybody's responsible for the injury?
Well, not as far as I could tell. I did also mention the bullet in Toadie's back to trying to get her to think down a different path.
Oh, that's a good idea. All right, what next?
Well, I thought I might visit Toadie in hospital, you know, express my sympathies, flowers.
Ah, so it is true.
Listen, we'll take this up at a later stage, all right? I'll be in touch.
Miss Canning.
Tim. How dare you get your lawyer involved without talking to me first? I mean, Tim Collins, he's as ruthless as they come.
Yeah, and that is precisely why he's my lawyer. Look, he's loyal to me and he happens to be the best.
The best what? Con artist?
Oh, call him what you want, but he gets the job done.
And what job is that exactly?
Oh, you said it yourself. You are liable for Jared's injury, so I am just trying to prevent this from going to court.
Okay, just stop, okay? I didn't ask you for this type of help, all right? It is wrong.
Fine.
And I want you to stay away from Toadie and Sonya.
Look, I understand that you feel bad.
No, I'm serious, Paul. Call him off and do it now.
I'll be there in a sec now. Hello.
Oi!
What?
Where are you going? Come here. Why haven't you answered my text?
Oh, sorry. I was getting to it. What's up?
Sheila's having this cocktail thingy at the waterhole. Hoping you might turn up.
What, so I can go and watch you two grope each other?
Well, we don't grope. Might be a little kissing.
Oh, no, Dad. That is way more than I need to know.
Look, it's not for me, mate. It's for Nate. He's going through a rough patch. Issues with his ex.
That Chris guy in New York?
Could be. Sheila was hoping you might help cheer him up.
You know, this better not be a setup, because Tyler has already tried that, and that was an epic fail.
It's more of a cheer-up. Come on, can you come? It'd mean a lot to Sheila, and to me.
Fine.
Thanks, mate.
You owe me one.
Really appreciate it.
Well, you obviously have Paul on quite a tight leash. He asked me not to pursue the Rebecca matter.
Good. The Rebeccas are our friends. They don't need some greedy lawyer hassling them over a lawsuit.
Well, they might be your friends, but it's not going to stop them going for you if they have to.
Okay, that might happen in your world, but not in mine.
Well, you must be incredibly naive or a fool. Because once those bills start rolling in, I don't think Mr. and Mrs. Rebecca will be nearly so friendly.
Tim, Toadie's not going to sue me, all right? He's not like that.
Well, I hope for your sake you're right. But if you ask me, you should listen to Paul.
I thought this was meant to be a cocktail tasting.
It is, but we are going to create the cocktails first, so I'm going to split you up into teams. You can stick with me.
Righto.
You two together over there.
Okay.
Excellent. Which just leaves you and you. So, get shaking.
Ooh, this is fun. All right, I'll do the measuring, you hold
Okay,
that.
fair enough.
No, I'll do the measuring.
Oh,
Thank
you look like you know what you're doing.
I do. I've done this before. Oh my God. I am so sorry. I'm sure it won't stain.
I quite like that. Do it again.
Could you give me some kind of clue, love?
Oh, you're doing a great job. Really well.
So, what do you want to use as our base?
Wait, check this out. I bet you can't do this.
Can you take this seriously? I want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Calm down, Eyebrows. We're just trying to make things fun.
Yet, you're not.
It's not my fault your love life's lame. We're only trying to cheer you up.
So that's what this is all about. You all feel sorry for me.
Don't get upset, love. If there's one thing that I have learned all of my years on this planet is that you can't look back. You have to live in the now.
I didn't ask for your opinion. And in fact, you know what? Ever since you're croning, you've been carrying on like some sort of oracle. And guess what? You're not. So mind your own business.
Steady on, mate.
I don't want your opinion. I don't want your help. And neither do all these punters who you hassle all day.
So, I ran into Tim Collins earlier. He told me you called him off.
Yeah, against my better judgment.
Well, for what it's worth, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, darling, look, I know that you want to see the best in everyone, but can you please just be careful?
I'm trying. So every time I see Sonya, I want to apologise for everything.
Yes, I know you do, but you can't unless you want to face legal action. And as you well know, because we're linked as a couple, it could have repercussions for me too. Which is why I'm out there running my positive PR campaign. I'm kissing babies and planting trees and visiting schools.
That doesn't sound like a cover-up. I don't know what does.
Right, as you all know, we're looking for a replacement act for the inter-school concert, and first up we have Alison. What are you going to do for us this evening?
I'm going to sing Amazing Grace.
Okay, take it away.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that set...
That's excellent. Thanks very much. We'll let you know.
What are you doing here?
Oh, supporting our local school. What does it look like?
Well, thank you very much, Alison. Next up, we have Ben.
This is it, man. It's time to shine. How do you reckon he'll go?
He's got as good a chance as anyone.
He certainly didn't get his talent from his grandfather, did he?
What did I say? A guitar god.
Woo! All right. Yeah.
It's a cocktail I came up with. It's called I'm an insensitive idiot and I'm sorry.
Bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
As long as it does the trick. Anyway?
I'm sorry, too. Finding out that my ex had moved on, I guess it kind of threw me. Plus the fact that Chris told Sheila first.
It's like a kick in the guts, right?
Yeah.
Mate, my ex posted on social media that he had met the love of his life and was moving overseas. All whilst we were still together.
Ooh, ouch.
Tell me about it. Here's to ex-boyfriends and putting them in the past.
I'll drink to that. Oh. Wow, man. That is disgusting.
I know, right? Do you want to grab a coffee instead?
Yeah.
Son! Hey! You on your way to the hospital?
Yeah, I've been in and out all day, so...
Yeah, I was in earlier. I dropped off a card, but Toadie was asleep and I didn't want to wake him up.
Yeah, well, he'll be glad that you visited.
How's he holding up?
It's hard to tell. He seems fine. I think he's too fine. I don't think he's dealing with the reality, so...
I feel terrible about the whole thing. I just keep thinking if I hadn't moved the jumping castle...
Hey, you couldn't have known this was going to happen.
I still feel awful. And Naomi, she feels even worse. She's blaming herself for making me move it instead of the proper company, so she can't stop feeling guilty, especially with Toadie's future so uncertain. Sorry, no, I guess we're all just feeling really bad.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm sure it's not your fault.
I told Toadie I'll pop in tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do.
Good. Good stuff. One more. Come on. Oh, good stuff.
Yes. You know what? It was a shame last night was such a fizzer.
I don't know. Turned out all right for me. Hey?
Stop it.
Oh, I don't know. Nate will be fine. Aaron will sort him out.
Here, let me get that.
Hey. Can you stop it? Look, I know that you're walking around on eggshells, but you don't need to, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna have a shower then.
Okay.
Hey, can I speak to you for a sec?
Yeah, sure. I'll see you inside in 10.
Yeah.
See ya.
How are you holding up?
Yeah, I'm fine. I spoke to Carl last night and he told me that Naomi asked him to move to Jumping Castle instead of getting the rental company to do it.
Right. So you suspect there was a breach in safety regulations?
Well, I mean, yeah, I think it's a bit sus, don't you? And then I've had Tim Collins come over asking whether we're going to sue. I've had a huge fruit basket delivered from the mayor.
A fruit basket?
Yeah.
Sounds like damage control to me.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to think that maybe this wasn't a freak accident after all. What do you think?
Look, I hate to say it, but if Naomi didn't follow procedure, then legally she could be responsible.
Hey, have you heard the news?
No?
Congratulations, you're in.
Oh, seriously?
Seriously, you performed brilliantly last night. You deserve it.
Cheers.
So, got a lot of new fans, hey?
Seems like it.
You know, they've even started stalking you online.
Really, that's a bit weird.
Not as weird as some of the pics they found of you. Is taking your gear off part of your act too?
Coming soon.
I'm not playing. I don't want to be in it.
Something must have happened.
It did seem like some of the kids were laughing at him.
Tyler, you need to tell me what's going on.
Promise you wouldn't say anything.
Why don't the two of you stay at our place instead?
You don't think we should have talked about it before you invited them?
Well, then, it looks like guacamole's off the menu.
Take a seat. I'm going to tell you something about you and Dad, and you're not going to like it.